What's going on YouTube? My name's Corey, and today I'll be bringing you two gameplays in one video because I will be talking about my thoughts on UMG Philly. This is a longer video, it's 8 minutes. So I decided to start the commentary right off the bat, get right to it, and let's get right into it. So basically, guys, if you guys don't know, if you don't follow competitive Call of Duty, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about in this vid. But if you do follow competitive Call of Duty, you will know exactly what and if you watched UMG Philly, you will know exactly what I'm talking about in this vid. But for those who didn't watch UMG Philly that do follow competitive, I will be giving a kind of like a review vid. Not really a review vid. Basically just my thoughts on the two teams I follow, which are TK and OpTic Gaming. OpTic Gaming being my number one, always wanting them to win the championship. And so basically, let's get right into it. So basically, UMG Philly started on Friday, January 3rd, and ran through January 5th. And OpTic Gaming played on that first night. They played through, OpTic Gaming took 9th and 12th, 9th through 12th, somewhere in that. It doesn't give an exact placing. I'm pretty sure I could find an exact placing somewhere, but on Esports Nation, it doesn't show that. But and TeamKaLiber, aka TK, took second to losing to Complexity as usual. Big whoop. But anyway, so anyway, guys. So on that Friday, OpTic Gaming came out looking stronger than ever. I mean, they were on top of their game. I mean, up by like 40 points in 40 points in domination against FaZe, and then they beat who was it? Oh yeah, then they beat FaZe and Search at like 6-2. I mean, they just completely whooped them. And then and the map is best out of 5, so first team to 3 wins. And so OpTic's up 2-0 in the map series, and like I just said, the map series is best out of 5, so first to win 3 maps wins. And OpTic had already won 2 maps, so they're up 2-0. All they needed was another map. And Blitz comes around. Blitz comes around on Octane. They're playing. I mean, it's not really going OpTic's way. It's cap, back and forth. And then, so all of a sudden, FaZe pulls away. They pull a little bit of a lead. They get about a 6 to 7 cap, or not a 6, or about a 4 to 5 cap lead. So, and going into the second half. And then all of a sudden, OpTic just turns it on. They just turned on the thing. And they tie the caps up. They get the caps all the way tied up. And then FaZe hits them with 2 more caps to end the game. FaZe taking map Octane. Now OpTic is up 2-1 in the map series. OpTic is up 2-1 in the map series as we're going into a domination. I think it was on Strike Zone, I want to say. I'm not exactly sure what the domination was on. The first domination was on Freight. Then the Search and Destroy was on... I don't exactly remember what the search was on, but... Oh, I think it was on Warhawk. It just completely blew him out. And then all of a sudden, FaZe comes back and it's Search and Destroy, and we lose... Or in domination, and we lose by... Once again, really close score. Just lost by a couple points. I mean, it would have been decided by a couple flag caps. Just a flag cap here and there for just 10 seconds would have made the difference in the game. So then, anyway... So OpTic... Long story short, OpTic ends up losing that map series after they were up 2-0. They ended up losing, completely upset. I mean, it was devastating. Everybody thought OpTic was going to take the win because Big Timer's retiring. Big Timer's retiring from Call of Duty. He will be coaching OpTic Gaming in the 2014 COD season. So then, so everybody thought OpTic's coming out with a bang. I mean, they're trying to prove a statement. After those first 2 maps, man, no one thought FaZe was going to win. Everyone thought FaZe was going to get clean sweeped. So nobody thought FaZe was going to win. And then FaZe actually brings it back and wins 3-2 in the map series. So they bring it back and win 3 maps in a row, which was the biggest shock to everybody because everyone thought that OpTic was coming out strong. People thought OpTic was going to definitely place in the top 5. And they didn't. So it didn't work out well for them. They didn't get what they needed to get. So they didn't do what they needed to do to get it. So, and then OpTic versus Adversity. Yeah, OpTic faces Adversity and then eliminates Adversity. I think they beat them 3-1 in the map series. So that was good. I think it was like Warhawk, Search, some Dom, some Blitz, all that stuff. Mixture of the game types. And OpTic won 3-1. So that was good. OpTic is back in the I don't think it's open bracket, but I do think it's like champions bracket or something. After they had gone to the losers bracket, because losing to FaZe that puts you in the losers bracket, it's double elimination. So then the next morning, Championship Sunday, OpTic goes up against Team Elevate. And Elevate, it gets I tuned into the stream around 2. It was a tied map series, 2-2. Next map was gonna win. Warhawk Search and Destroy, OpTic's supposedly best game type. Well, OpTic could have won that map. They could have eliminated Elevate and moved on. I don't know if they would have made it, how far they would have gone, but they could have moved on out of 9th or 12th. So, but anyway, OpTic, I tune in, watch the whole Warhawk S&D. OpTic is up 4-2, have a two round lead. So OpTic drops 3 rounds in a row, 2 plant rounds, 1 defuse round. And as OpTic was planting these bombs on their 2 plant rounds, they would stop planting and try for kills. You can't do that in a search game. I mean, that's one thing that was so frustrating. I was sitting there like yelling, like, plant the bomb, like, get the bomb down. Come on, you guys at least got to get the bomb down, add some time to the clock. Because if you could just run the time down enough for where it's 7.5 seconds or below, then they can't defuse that bomb. So then all your teammates could die and you can win the round. But so they gave up 2 rounds by not planting the bomb, and then in the middle of that they had lost the defense round. So they were down 5-4, and they bring it back and win 5-5. They bring back the next round because Elevate didn't plant the bomb in time. So then they come back, and as they pushed hard. I mean, OpTic and Elevate, man, they all pushed B. Everyone went B, and Scumpy immediately dropped. This is the 5-5 11th round of the S&D of the 2-2 map series, and two OpTic members dropped just like that. Big timer, Scump, gone. So there's one of your AR/SMG, which is Scumpy's. Then there's your AR Big Timer, gone. They're all dead. Then it's left to Nadeshot and Ricky, and then they actually drop 2, and then Ricky goes down, and then Nade could have clutched it had he looked to his right. Like, he should have checked his corners. I mean, he could say it was pretty confident he knew where he thought he was. I mean, everyone thought he was back there at the truck. But he was actually just laying in the most rookie position. I mean, had he just checked his corners, they would have probably won that. They would have gotten that game, and they would have moved on. But anyway, that was the end of OpTic. And then TK, which is another team that I follow, which placed second, which I was very happy for. I was pissed off. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I was pretty pissed off. TK, because Clayster got dropped from Complexity. It was a whole big drama scene about that. So basically, TK took second. Complexity took first as usual, because Complexity never seems to lose because they just have some sort of skill ability over everybody. But TK put up a very good fight, man. Nobody's came this close to beating Complexity before. I think TK's gotten really, really close, actually. But anyway, guys, so that's a little catch-up on UMG Philly. Just a couple teams I named in there. If you really want to know, go to esportsnation.com. They'll have all your things. Please leave a like. Please subscribe. Please comment. Tell me something I could do. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, as I will be talking about football, NFL football, playoffs, and who's your favorite team. So peace out, guys. See you later.